Good afternoon, students. Again, we are back with the same chapter, that is chapter number 8, linear equation. Now, in this chapter, we will discuss the topic, that is application of linear equation. So, in this application of linear equation topic, we will discuss the word problems, how to form an equation using the statements, using using words. So, one example is already written in your screen. You can see I have taken one example, that is two numbers are in ratio 5:8. If the sum of the numbers is 182, find the number. Now I have to form an equation using this informations given in this word problem. So the question is, two numbers are in the ratio. So let the numbers are 5x and 8x. I have assumed the number as 5x and 8x. So two numbers are in the ratio 5:8. Now if the sum of the numbers is 182, now according to question it is given that 5x plus 8x is equal to 182. Now I have to find the value of each number. So first of all I have to find the value of x first. So here I will get 5 plus 8 becomes 13x is equals to 182. X equals to 182 divided by 13. So this becomes 13 1 ja 13 and 13 4 ja 52. So x becomes 14. Therefore the numbers are first 5x, so that is equals to 5 into 14. So how much I will get it? 70. And the second number is what? 8x. So that is 8 into 14. So that will be equals to how much? It becomes 112. I hope so you have understood the question. Now students, let's take one more example. I have taken one more example, that is the sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 15. If the number formed by reversing the digit is less than the original number by 27, find the original number. Now from this information which is given in this statement, I have to form an equation. So let's see how I will solve this question. So first of all I will tell, let the digit in unit place be x. For a two-digit number, for example, if I take let's suppose 27. If I take, let's suppose 27. Now you can see 7 is in units place and 2 is in tens place. So for a two-digit number there must be a unit place and a tens place. So I have assumed the digit in unit place be x. Then the digit in tens place be what? 15 minus x, as it is given in the question. You can see here the sum of digits of a two-digit number is 15. So if the sum of digit of a two-digit number is 15, then if the unit place is x, then what will be tens place? It will be 15 minus x. Okay. So therefore my original number is equal to what? That will be 10 into tens place, that is 15 minus x plus x. Have you understood this equation? I think you have little bit of confusion. So let's clear that confusion also. If I write 27, now if I expand it, so I may write it like this way, 2 into 10 plus 7, isn't it? I have expanded it as 2 into 10 plus 7. This is the expand form of 27. So in that way, if the tens digit is 15 minus x and the unit digit is x, so my original number will be 10 into 15 minus x, that is the tens digit, plus x, that is will be unit digit. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 150 minus 10x plus x. So that will be 150 minus 9x. So this will be my original number. Now on reversing, here the condition said if the number formed by reversing the digit, that means the tens becomes ones and means unit, and the unit becomes tens. So on reversing the digit, we have the new number as 10 into x plus 15 minus x. 10 into x because x becomes the tens digit and unit digit is 15 minus x, so I may write it like this. This is the new number. So my final number will be 10x plus 15 minus x. So that will be equals to what? That will be 9x plus 15. Now according to question, it is given that if the number formed by reversing the digit is less than the original number by 27, it means that 150 minus 9x, that is the original number, when subtracted by our new number, that is 9x plus 15, my difference will be what? 27. I hope so you have understood. Now I have to equate this and find the value of x. So what I will get? The value of x, let's see, it becomes 135 minus 18x is equals to 27, or minus 18x is equal to minus 108. Minus minus cancelled out, x will be equals to 108 divided by 18. So my answer will be what? That will be 6. Therefore I have to find what? Find the original number. So original number is what? Original number is equal to here. This is the equation of an original number. This is 150 minus 9x. So I may write it 150 minus 9 into 6. So that becomes what? 9 6 ja. I may write it like this way, 9 6 ja 54. So 150 minus 54. So my original number is 96, and that will be my answer. I hope that you have understood this question also. Let's take one more example. Now students, I have taken one more example, that is 2 years ago Dilip was 3 times as old as his son, and 2 years hence twice his age will be equal to 5 times that of his son. Find their present age. Now in this question, first of all, this is a age related problem. So in this question you have to remember one thing, that if the age is ago, if the age of a person is ago, mentioned ago, then what you have to do? You have to subtract the year, the time with the present. And if the age is hence from present, then you have to add the age with the years which is later. Let's see in this example also, in this question also. Here it is written that 2 years ago Dilip was 3 times as old as his son. Okay, so let the age of Dilip son, let the age of Dilip's son 2 years ago be x. So I have assumed the age of Dilip's son 2 years ago be x. Then age of Dilip 2 years ago be 3x, as it is written that 2 years ago Dilip was 3 times as old as his son. So if the age of Dilip's son is x, then the age of Dilip will be 3x, 3 times. Now therefore, here the next statement is 2 years hence, twice his age will be equal to 5 times that of his son. So therefore, the son's age 2 years hence is equal to x plus 4. Now how it becomes x plus 4? Because I have assumed the age of Dilip's son x 2 years ago. So the present age of Dilip's son will be x plus 2. Now 2 years hence means 2 years later, the age of Dilip's son will be x plus 2 plus 2, that is x plus 4. I hope that you have understood. And age of Dilip's age and Dilip's age is equals to what? 3x plus 4. Now according to question, it is given that twice the age of Dilip is equal to 5 times the age of his son. So I have formed the equation. Now I have to calculate the value of x. So it becomes 6x plus 8 and that becomes 5x plus 20. So 6x minus 5x is equals to 20 minus 8. So x will be equals to 12. So the age of Dilip sons 2 years ago is 12. So what will be his present age? Therefore, present age of Dilip's son is equals to x plus 2. So that will be equals to 12 plus 2, that is equals to 14. And age of Dilip is equals to 3x plus 2. So that will be equals to 3 into 12 plus 2. So that will be what? That will be 38. So this will be my answer. So remember one thing, you have to mention the years, you have to mention the units, otherwise your marks will deduct. So that always remember to mention the units or mention the years, because these are in years, the age are in years, so you have to mention it. Okay, so I hope that you have understood this question. Now let's take one last question of this video and then we will wind up. So students, I have taken one more example and this is the last example. The distance between two stations is 425 km. The distance is given between two stations. Two trains start simultaneously from these stations on a parallel tracks to cross each other. The speed of one of them is greater than that of the other by 5 km per hour. If the distance between the two trains after 3 hours of their start is 20 km, find the speed of each train. Now you can see students that this is a simple example of what? Of speed and time question. Now you can see I have given what? One question in which two stations are there, that is A and B. The distance between these stations are 425 km. Now two trains start simultaneously on these tracks, on a parallel tracks to cross each other. Now after a certain time, means after 3 hours, let's suppose one train is here and one train is, let's suppose, here, which starts from B, is here, and the distance between them is what? 20 km. Now I have to solve this question. So how I will frame the equation using the above statement, let's see. So let the speed of one train be x kilometer per hour. Then the speed of other train is equals to x plus 5 kilometer per hour, as it is already given in the question that the speed of one train is greater than the other by 5 kilometer per hour. Therefore, the distance travelled by first train in 3 hours is equals to 3 into x kilometer. If the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour, then the distance travelled will be 3x. And distance travelled by other train in 3 hours is equals to 3 into x plus 5, because the speed of the other train is x plus 5 kilometer per hour. So its distance will be 3 into x plus 5 kilometer. Now according to question, now see how I will form the equation. Now according to question, 425 as the train travelled up to 3 hours, so the equation will be like this way: 425 minus the total distance travelled by the train in 3 hours. So that will be equals to 3x plus 3 into x plus 5. And the difference between these two distance is 20 kilometer. So here I have formed the equation. Now what you have to do, you have to simply solve this equation and find the value of x. After getting the value of x, you will get the speed of first and second train. So after equating it, I get 425 minus 3x minus 15 is equals to 20. So 6x equals to 390, or x equals to 65. Therefore, speed of first train is equals to 65 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the first train. And speed of second train, speed of other train, as it is 5 kilometer greater, so it will be 65 plus 5, so that will be equals to 70 kilometer per hour. So I hope that you have understood all these questions, how to frame an equation using the word problems and the informations which is given. You may able to solve exercise 8B, class 8 RS Agarwal. Thank you students. Have a nice day ahead.